today with another video. No intro. I don't, because I'm still disgusted by the lack of fucking performance offensively yesterday. I just want to get on the Mad Nagy, like for the 50th fucking time or the 500. I've gone on rants about Mad Nagy out of all the previous seasons, exempt from 2018 because that was probably his best season, which I'll get into that a little bit later. I've gone into so many rants about Matt Nagy. I've lost count because there's been so many. And I've said the most ruthless and heartless shit. I've seen play callers, like, I live in Florida, and I've seen how bad Adam Gase did Ryan Tannehill. I've seen him how he did Sam Darnold, and I see them turn into fucking superstars wherever they go. I've seen motherfucker, who's that? Bill O'Brien do some dumb shit. I even seen fucking Jacksonville. Who was their play caller? I think it was Doug Marrone before they put in the some Jaguars fan remind me, maybe jagging off and watch this video. I've seen way worse play calling, but what I saw yesterday has been the worst play calling ever since in my entire existence. Because when it comes to the offense, you know what? Fuck that. I want to get to Matt Nagy. Okay, Matt. I wasn't shocked to find out Matt Nagy is still in the office. I wasn't surprised because it's the McCaskey way. And why? Because I've seen it for almost basically the entire time I was born. As long as Virginia is in office and George McCaskey's in office, they have always been waiting to the end of the season to start firing people. So I don't really know what there else is to say anymore about Matt Nagy. He's failed this team. He failed. He basically is a complete failure of an NFL coach. He is literally Adam Gase, but with a talented defense. And guess what? Matt Nagy ain't no better than Adam Gase. Even when because I live in Florida and I've seen how the way Adam Gase treated fucking Ryan Tannehill and his time up in the Jets where he had fucking Sam Darnold as his fucking quarterback. As far as it goes, he just looked mediocre. But never have I seen him be worse like Matt Nagy. Ever. Like, even our previous coaches, John Fox, even our good boy, fucking, Mark Trestman, had a better game plan going into every single fucking game than fucking Matt Nagy. I'll give you a fucking example. Matt Nagy treated Justin Fields as if he had his quarterback, his legendary quarterback, his Dan Marino, his John Elway, his Brady, his Peyton Manning. And why am I saying this? Pure pocket passer. Even though it's his first game, he's a rookie. I'll tell you this. It's more on Ryan Pace in the offseason, even though he did make up the right tackle issue after Tevin Jenkins went down. He signed Jason Peters. But keeping Jairi Fetty was a fucking mistake. Should have went and signed fucking Mitchell or Eric Fisher. The two all-star tackles for the Chiefs that were cut. Okay, I'm not happy with how we performed yesterday. I think Matt Nagy should give up play calling, but knowing his stubborn ass, he'll because his job is on the line this year. He's gonna have to continue to call plays if he wants to keep his job. Because if he gives up play calling, he basically just sealed his job. Basically saying, "Oh, here you go. Here's your job. Just prepare for next year if they promote you to head coach because I'm leaving." But knowing Matt Nagy, he wants to stay another year because that's why he had Fields sit and watch Andy Dalton starting. And he might even do it again if Fields is still hurt. But Andy is going to be out for weeks. It's because he might be out for the whole month of October, from what I'm hearing. So it wouldn't shock me if he killed his confidence and started Nick Foles. This is just fucking embarrassing. Like, if I'm George McCaskey, I'm looking myself in the fucking mirror and saying, damn, I really fucked over this fucking franchise. And I want Virginia to fucking listen to this. When you die and you go up to fucking heaven, I want you to explain to your fucking father how bad you've done this team over the past couple years. Of how sicking and how twisted you have corrupted this team. And how many mediocre coaches we had to go through. You decide to keep this one when he put up 1.1 total yards of fucking offense. 62 if you count the whole game. But that's what we were averaging the entire game. But either way, you put up 6 points. One of the 3 points came because of a defensive pass interference. And I'll give you an example. The offensive line. 0. I'll give you an interesting stat on PDF. You can go look it up for people analytics that want to say Justin Fields looked like pure dog shit. Justin Fields had 0.8 seconds in the pocket to make a play. I mean, any other quarterback with that much time in the pocket would have had the same fucking result. If it was Brady, if it was Rodgers, if it was Montana, if it was Elway, I could go on and on the list of quarterbacks with that much time in the pocket. With Myles Garrett, who had a fucking field day, he was owning fucking Jason Peters and fucking Yafeti. Any quarterback would have looked back behind that old line. So, maybe next week we'll win, but I'm not going to be impressed. I'm not going to sit here and give credits where it's due. I'll give credit to Fields. If he has a field day, I'll give credit to the defense if they have a field day. But I'll get to more on that in my preview. But I won't be satisfied if we win. If we lose, then we should just trade Rob. We should trade someone for a first round pick and tank the rest of the season. Because that's what we're going to at this point. With how bad we are, at least we'll have a top 5 pick and we'll get a right tackle to replace Ifedi. With Tevin Jenkins coming back next season, with all-pro, all-college right tackle, we should be fine. But as far as Matt Nagy goes, just give up play calling. That's all I ask for. I don't ask much. But knowing you, stubborn ass, you know what? Matt Nagy, your parents should disown your fucking ass. There's probably dead babies floating around in the fucking shadow realm saying, oh, damn, if I made it to that woman's pussy, I would have called a fucking better play than you. See? You're getting mocked by a fucking fish, baby. Fuck you, Matt. You know what, Matt Nagy? For all your good work in 2018, for the hope I had for you the old credibility I said about you, taking a credibility after we lost the Philadelphia Eagles in the wild card off the double doink, saying it was your fault and you could have been better. For me to believe in you, for me to give you credit for all the work that happened in 2018, and I'm going to say this with a fucking proud heart, that was a fucking mistake of me believing in you. That was a fucking mistake of me believing you were the future of the Chicago Bears. The fact that you won Coach of the Year in 2018, if you had any pride left in your fucking job, you should send your Coach of the Year trophy over to fucking Denver. Because that's who the successor belongs to. You're a fucking waste of a fucking play caller. You should have been fired. Last year, you ruined Mitch Trubisky. You ruined every single quarterback that has ever stepped foot in the Bears offense. And that includes Mitch. That includes Chase Daniel from the time that he was in there from Mitch Trubisky. I heard you ruined Nick Foles, and you even fucked over Andy Dalton. And now you're ruining Justin Fields' confidence. You a sorry son of a bitch, Matt Nagy. And the fact that you still do not relinquish your fucking play calling duties just proves how stubborn and inconsistent you are. And the fact that you're this close to benching Justin Fields, killing his confidence, is fucking embarrassing. You don't believe me, Matt Nagy? You're in the most dangerous city in Chicago. And there is many people that will want to roll on your ass. You don't believe me? There are many Bears YouTubers that I've watched want to rip your head off. You're a fucking joke, Matt Nagy. Fuck you. You don't deserve a worth of my energy and my fucking time. If I had to tell myself from that 2018, I would have been called a fucking dumbass by myself. But seeing what you fucking become, you disappoint me. You're a disgrace. You know what, Matt Nagy? You're a disgrace to a fucking coaching job anywhere. Do not coach anywhere. Your job should be at a fucking McDonald's store selling me fucking hamburgers. Because that's all you'd be ever fucking good for. You're nothing. You're just another Andy Reid fucking disciple that failed out. They only had one successful. I'm not counting last year. Because the NFL favored your fucking ass. And speaking of the NFL, knowing how favored soft the NFL is, that you can't hit quarterbacks, how gifted offensive is now in the NFL, and you still can't prosper on the fucking offense, should prove you should not fucking coach in this league anymore. With how gifted the NFL is, with how you should be blessed the NFL is soft. I don't like it, but you should be blessed. With how you can't hit the quarterback, you can't tackle anymore, you should be gifted. This offense should be booming. At least be booming. But knowing your ass, get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. Anyway, that's all I need to get into. I don't even need to say bear down to end this video. Fuck Matt Nagy, I hope he... I hope he gets hit. I hope somebody hits him in the... I hope somebody uses a car and gets him in a car accident to get him out of, But that's it, that's all. Thank you.
Let me tell you all a story about a mouse named Lori. Yeah, Lori was a mouse in a big brown house. She called herself the hoe with the money. albatross. I'm an albatross.